Well, this year, the Archdiocese of Louisville welcomed a new archbishop to the community. Archbishop Shelton Fabre was officially installed in the spring of this year, and he has been really busy getting to know and meet everybody all around the community to introduce himself. So we are excited to welcome to the Great Day Live studio, Archbishop Shelton. Welcome to Great Day Live.
Thank you. It's my honor to be here.
It's exciting to have you here. We met a couple of weeks ago at one of your meet and greets, and I was very struck by that. I'm like, wow, he's on tour. Like you've got your own tour. You need a tour bus and everything.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that, because
Sure.
why is it important as someone new to this community to kind of get out across the Archdiocese and meet everybody?
Well, I think it's very important because primarily I am here to serve the needs of people and you know, and to proclaim the gospel and to bring the Lord to them. And lots of times it's easier for me to get to people in larger groups and for people to encounter me. So I think it's very important to be out there in the parishes, in the community, allowing people to get to know me, allowing me to get to know the people, just so that we can come to know one another and pray for one another and work together.
Oh, and I know people are excited too. I mean, what's been kind of the reaction? You're from New Orleans, the Louisiana area.
Right, correct.
And so I think we're excited to kind of talk to you about that.
Sure. Well, I spent my whole life in Louisiana. I love Louisiana, but I have found people are pretty much the same everywhere.
Right.
You know, there may be some food differences or sports team differences or cultural differences like that, but I think at the heart, people are basically, they want to be known, and they want to know others, and so people are the same the world over. Naturally, the topography is different. Louisiana is flat, so I'm getting used to the hills, and whenever I see a hill, which is a levee in Louisiana, my first thought is, well, I wonder what water that's holding back from us.
Right.
But it's just a hill.
It's just a hill.
Just there. That's it. It's not holding any water. That's just the way it is. But I'm used to flat land. And, you know, hills hold back water.
I hear you're also getting used to the stoplights.
I'm getting used to the
stoplights.
stoplights. I was asked, you know, what struck me, one of the things that strikes me is, in my experience, the stoplights, at least in Louisville, are very long.
Right?
And
they take forever.
They take forever. People's safety is most important, and there are probably minds that are greater than mine that know this is how to be safe. But stoplights in the city of Louisville.
And you've never been one
eternal.
to drive up into a neutral ground or a median to go around a light. You would never do that.
Well, you know, sometimes maybe, but I got to be somewhere.
But I mean, those are like little things. It's just fun to get used to from one community to another. I was especially struck by the fact, you know, you were the auxiliary bishop in New Orleans. You were in Houma, Thibodeau. You came into those areas after Katrina, and there was Hurricane Ida.
A year ago yesterday.
You enter communities in a particular time. There's a lot going on, and I feel like anybody will tell you here. I mean, I feel like our community has really been through a lot. After Breonna Taylor, I feel there's just a lot of healing to be done. What message of hope do you offer to this community, and how do you hope you can kind of like bridge the divide and help people come together?
Well, I think, you know, every community faces its challenges, and as I get to know Louisville, as you've mentioned some of them, it has its challenges and its areas that need to be addressed. But the one thing that I have learned is that we are stronger when we do things together. So if there's a message of hope that I bring, it is precisely that. We can do what needs to be done. We can bring healing, we can bring hope, we can bring peace, and most of the time we are able to do that best when we do it together. So I look forward to being a part of bringing people together, healing hurts, bringing peace, just learning one another, encountering one another, coming to know one another better. And in that encounter and coming to know one another, we recognize, you know, that we are stronger when we attempt to do things together. The old African proverb, you know, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with others. So I think we want to go far. It's going to take some time, but I think we'll go farther if we go together.
That's so true. I'm going to leave it at that, because that's a perfect message to let everybody think about. Archbishop Shelton, thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Really appreciate it. Oh, so if you want more information and find out where Archbishop Shelton will be next, he's a busy guy. He's getting all around the community, especially with back to school happening right now. Just go to archlou.org.